Second for Scuderia Ferrari Marlboro, Felipe Massa. Winning his first Grand Prix since Monaco for Vodafone McLaren Mercedes, Fernando Alonso. Fernando, what a day, what a race, incredible conditions. Looked as if Ferrari had the better of you in the dry, but in the wet, unbelievable closing laps. Talk us through that closing race with Felipe.
Yeah, it was so exciting. I think the race to drive and also to watch, I hope, from the outside. It's true that we have a very different conditions. The first 3 laps were unbelievable, were so wet, and we had aquaplaning everywhere. And safety car came in, and we stopped the race because it was impossible. Then, as you said, in dry conditions, I think the Ferraris were a little bit quicker than us, so, we didn't have enough pace, probably. And yeah, absolutely. The rain at the end helped us a lot, and our car seems to perform a little bit better in wet conditions. And I had lucky enough 6 laps to try to overtake Felipe.
Talk us through that overtaking maneuver.
Yeah, it was so close, and the dry line was the racing line was getting dry. So to overtake, you need to go a little bit in the outside or the inside in the wet part. We touched each other 2 times, and I apologized to him maybe because I was so stressed when I finished the race, because we nearly didn't finish the race, and now I try to enjoy the victory and forget everything.
Fernando, how do you rate this as one of your race victories? You look ecstatic on the podium.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoy so much the race because I like the different conditions, the different weather conditions. I always enjoy this type of races. And at one point when I was second, I said maybe it's not the right time to rain, because I was happy with the second place. Luis was out of the points, and Kimi as well. So for me, the 8 points were good enough. But then obviously now with the final result, I like the rain. It's no doubt. Always when it rains, I'm quite happy and I have some fun. So, in the podium, I was so happy because the race was quite excited, as I said.
Congratulations to you again. Felipe, you too drove a brilliant race, set Ferrari's 200th fastest race lap today. Fantastic in the dry. Talk us through those early conditions and the race from your point of view.
Well, I think it was a pretty good start. So I could manage to pass Fernando and almost try and pass Kimi. But it was a good start. And then in the beginning of the race, it was very difficult on the everybody on the groove tires. It was raining, and it was pretty easy to go off. And I almost went off 2-3 times. And then suddenly I came straight to the pit and just saw Kimi not coming, and then I thought it was really a chance to pass him as well, and I got it. And the car was just very good in the dry. A little bit of understeer in the beginning of the stint, but then was really good. Could manage to pull away a very nice and controlled pace. But then unfortunately came the rain, and we put another. I think our car was even not so bad in the rain, but then I don't know what's happened. I took a set of tires. It was vibrating a lot since the beginning, and I couldn't manage to find the pace. And then Fernando was just getting closer and closer, and we have the fight.
Well, we saw some pictures of you there, not looking too happy as you got out of the car. What are your thoughts on that maneuver from Fernando?
Well, I was really surprised when he came to say that I did by purpose. I mean, I never do something like that by purpose. Like I said, in Barcelona was normal, here was normal, and he's going to be like that. So if he was a little bit unhappy, it's not my problem.
Thank you, Felipe. And Mark, congratulations to you. Great speed in qualifying, and the car reliable through to the finish, and your first podium since 2005.
Yeah, it's a podium I can enjoy as well. A special day for us, no question about it. The start was not good at all. We had a huge amount of clutch slip, so I was on the back foot going to turn 1, and then I saw in turn 2 the BMWs, I think, got together, and then the rain was already starting pretty quickly, which was absolutely phenomenal. I didn't expect it to come that quick because we thought it would come, at least sort of 5 or 6 laps into the race. It was there straight away. Then we had to obviously make some decisions, which wasn't too difficult at the start to go to inters, but then the aquaplaning that we had was second or third gear on the run down to turn 5, and some other sections it was just a sheet of water on the track. FIA did a good job to put the safety car out and try and control it, suspend the race, which was sensible. And then after that, we obviously went inters and then grooves, and now we did a really, really long stint on the grooves, and I struggled in a little bit in the middle stint with the rears, but then I was going obviously a lot longer than Heikki and Alex and those guys, so that was when I did the damage in terms of securing what was then going to be a podium when I saw Kimi retire, which I must say I wasn't that disappointed when you always see someone when you can gain some positions. And then at the end, I thought, my God, we've got it all in the bank. It's all fine. Let's maybe start to wind the engine down, look at it after a few things. And then I saw the rain coming towards us, and I thought, my God, they're not going to give it to us easy. So, it's interesting to hear Philippa's comments. I mean, in terms of the vibrations I had on the last set were massive, and I think it's not unusual for us to get this on the intermediates. And I was much happier if it sort of stayed a bit dry towards the end of the race, having what was at stake. And Alex at the end was pretty close. But Red Bull deserve, these guys, we've been through a torrid start to the season, no question about it. And both cars in the points today, David in fifth, and the whole team deserve the amount of effort that's gone in the background. And, you can say what you want, you can say it's improving and saying this, and, just continue each week to come out with the same old broken record stuff, but results are what count. And today we've got a few points on the board, albeit a little bit of attrition, but at the end of the day, it's a 300k race, and we were there at the end. So it's really for the team today. They got the points.
Brilliant job. Well done. Fernando, returning to you finally. World Championship suddenly right there in your face. And equally, an unbelievable day for Spain today. Two of the main supporting events won by Spanish drivers. You've won the Grand Prix of Europe, and a certain Spanish golfer's doing quite well in the British Open today as well.
Yes, I don't know the full results in the other sports, but as you said, for the championship, for myself, becomes an important race. But as we always said, the championship is so long. You never know what is going to happen in 15 days' time in Hungary. Will be completely the opposite. It can happen, anything. So we're still working in the same direction, in the same approach, and I think no doubts that we'll be tight at the end for the all four drivers that we are fighting. But step by step, hopefully I can make it.
Congratulations. Now, if we can have some words from you in your own language, starting with Fernando in Spanish.
Bueno,